It was 2015 when we first met a father-son duo that was like no other.
Frankie Moran and his son Cole performed together as Blind Wind. Now, Frankie is a veteran musician in the area, and when his son was born, he never imagined that Cole would actually follow in his footsteps. Well, that is until Cole picked up the harmonica. Their story is today's Monday Memory.
Ocean City native Frankie Moran started playing music in high school. He never expected it to turn into such a big part of his life.
No, that was just something fun that I was doing on the side that I was just in it for the entertainment value myself.
And he never imagined that future would involve playing music with his son, Cole, who is blind.
It was not what you planned for.
Cole Moran was born 12 years ago.
Oh, it was a whirlwind. He was born with blindness, and then they started finding other issues, you know, single kidney.
Doctors diagnosed Cole with a rare condition called CHARGE syndrome.
It's a complexity of different disabilities. It's different pattern of disabilities for each child. With Cole's case, he has microphthalmia, which is his blindness. His eyes just didn't develop properly. He has a single kidney, he has early onset scoliosis, and then he has apraxia of speech. And then there's a bunch of little side things, characteristics of the syndrome that he falls into, but it's not major health issues or anything.
From day one, Cole was surrounded by music, and it was clear to Frankie and Jenny that his condition required him to be.
Without vision, it's sound, and for him, it would make him reach out in the world, because a lot of blind babies, they don't hold their head up quickly. They don't reach out into space because they don't see what's there. So his motivation was music, and it helped him learn to pull up, to stand, because if he wanted to touch the guitar, he had to figure out how to get to it.
And it wasn't long before Cole wanted to make the sound.
We had this little floor piano, maybe this big, and we'd prop him up at it, and I would show him, like, you know, little melodies. Mary Had a Little Lamb, Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, and he would start to mimic that, and he would, when he would miss a note, he would go back and find that correct note and then correct the whole little piece of music he was playing.
Frankie says Cole's music ability really started to blossom when he was 5 or 6.
I think it really started to happen for him when he picked up the harmonica, because he could get around on the harmonica so much easier.
It was, you know, recommended by the speech therapist, anything to help lip closure, blowing, anything like that. So the harmonica was one of the things we got him.
Frankie says Cole plays by memory. He only needs to hear a song to learn to play it.
We play him the song, or we'll play the video of the song, and he'll listen to it a couple times, and then he'll just start to go to town and figure it out. And it takes me twice as long to learn the song that he's already learned.
And he says it wasn't long before Cole wanted to perform with his father.
We were at one of my regular gigs, and it's an early gig, 6 to 9 o'clock at the Atlantic Hotel here in Berlin, and I was like, you know, let's get him up. He's been playing a few songs in the basement with me, and we had family there. So, of course, Jenny, my wife, was like, yeah, let's, you know, go, Cole, you want to play a couple songs? Yeah, you know. He doesn't care. He doesn't care if there's a crowd or if it's just he and I. Doesn't matter. So he has no stage fright. And so he just got up there, played a couple songs, and the place stopped. Everyone stopped. People stopped working. People stopped eating. Everyone turned towards him and just watched him play, you know. And I think that was probably the moment where we were like, oh, this is pretty cool. Yeah. You know, that was different than me just sitting up there playing songs. They don't look at me like that.
Cole keeps his harmonicas, one for every key, and a special belt, and knows how to find the one he needs. When Cole's not playing music, he lives the life of a typical 12-year-old, playing with his dad and little brother. He attends school in Baltimore at the Maryland School for the Blind. But Frankie and Jenny know his future lies in music.
Absolutely, absolutely. And, you know, that's obviously one of the things that we're actively looking into for the future, because when you look at his cognitive delays, his blindness, you think, all right, what can he do? How is he going to work or be able to succeed out in the world? And this certainly is a way for him to be able to do that.
And we are happy to say that Blind Wind is still making music. And Katie, that is not all that they have been up to. Here's the deal. Let's just say names like Trace Adkins and Blues Traveler have been a part of their schedule.
I'm hooked. I gotta know what else.
Tell you what we'll do. We're gonna explain that here in just a minute when we talk to Frankie.
We would like to welcome Frankie Moran to the show to get an update. How you doing, Frankie?
Good. How are you guys?
Great. Okay, so we want to throw a few of these names your way. Blues Traveler, Joan Jett, Trace Adkins, Collective Soul. Frankie, you have opened for all of them?
Yep. Since the last time we saw you guys, we've been pretty busy.
Okay, now, can you share a story with us about you and Cole interacting with Trace?
In this case, we did not meet Trace.
Okay.
But he did come and hang outside stage to watch us perform for a little bit. So that was pretty cool.
Really?
That is so cool. And I imagine opening for a big performer like that, the crowd's already excited anyway, so they must have just been thrilled for you guys and going wild when you were playing.
You know, that particular show was Springfest in Ocean City, Maryland. Those are always special shows. The crowd's always really nice. The city puts on a really nice show, so we're very happy to do those things.
I understand that Cole got a pretty cool gift from Blues Traveler.
They invited us to play their encore song with them that night. So I helped Cole onto the stage and just let him stand next to Popper and play the last song of the night with those guys. And then after that, we went back to the little green room they had backstage, and we hung out with those guys for about an hour. And Cole was gifted a whole set of John Popper's harmonicas.
Oh my God.
Attaway, Cole. Now here's the deal. Cole is also getting recognized for his harmonica skills, right?
Yeah, absolutely. He's won a few awards. He's been a youth scholar for the Society for the Preservation and Advancement of the Harmonica for a couple years. And he won, of course, the Berlin Fiddlers competition a few years ago. And they had a solo instrument category, and he won that as well a few years back.
Everything that has happened here, considering the basis of the story with Cole and how you and he got to really start doing this, has any of this surprised you?
Yeah, I would say a lot of it surprises me. But if you know Cole, it doesn't surprise you. And I'll give you a quick example. We could go to an arcade, and you're going to win one ticket trying to be skillful. Cole's not going to try and do it that way, but he'll win 1,000 tickets.
I love that.
Kid roles, you know.
That's awesome.
And hey, you guys are working on a new album.
We hope to have it out by midsummer. It's going to be called Silver Line.
Are you pretty proud of him?
Very proud of it. These are songs that I've been writing since Cole was born, and I guess I probably didn't maybe have the guts to sing them, but I think now I'm in a place in my life where I can.
Time now.
I think someday Trace Adkins is going to open for these two.
For these two, you're
and
right.
he's going to feel like the big deal.
You're right.
I'd just like to maybe go fishing with the guy. That would be cool.
That'd be
There
okay.
you go.
We'll put in that request. See what we can do for you. All right, Frankie Moran and Cole, please tell him we missed him. It's been wonderful
Here,
talking.
I got him right here.
Oh,
What?
I'm gonna bring him over.
You got your partner right there? Show us your partner. Here
Cole,
comes
come
your
here,
partner.
buddy.
There he is.
hey!
Cole, glad you could make it.
There's our
Oh, he's
guy.
Hi. You gotta say it louder.
Hi.
Wonderful song. Good to see you, Cole.
Wow.
What do you say, buddy?
Thank you.
Yeah, tell him you've been having fun playing music.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. What have you been working on?
The new album.
The new album. That's
Right.
All right. Well, I'll tell you what, we're going to hear from Frankie and Cole here in just a little bit, and we cannot wait for it.
All right. Thank you.
It is amazing to go back and touch base with someone after
Yeah.
so much time has passed.
Absolutely.
And see how wonderful things are going.
Yeah.